who better to road test and do our endurance test than two people who ran the marathon? So we used Colin, who ran in that dress.
Get in, Colin.
And Natalie, who ran the marathon in high heels.
What a heroine.
I know, exactly. Insane but brilliant. We started with bin liners. So we used cheap bin liners that Colin is testing and an expensive one that Natalie's testing. We put tin cans in to see how many tin cans they would carry before they would tear. And Colin's only managed 3. There you go, broke after 3 tin cans. And Natalie's amazingly kept going. She put 69 tin cans in that bin liner.
Yeah, you can't scrimp on bin bags, can you?
Well, I thought you could, but I think
No.
these must be the most incredible bin liners in the world that she's tested.
There's nothing more annoying, is than just pulling the rubbish out of the bin.
No.
Spend the money on bin bags.
Anyway,
I
next
think.
one. Let's move on.
I want a picture with that person.
With
You
Colin.
will get
We'll
one,
sort
don't
it out.
you?
Yes, don't
Whatever you
worry.
want,
I
Natalie.
admire someone who will do such a thing for charity. I think it's wonderful. I applaud you.
Yes. Well, we all agree.
So next we moved on to tin openers.
Yeah, we asked them to do this the day after the marathon as well. So go on.
So tin openers next. Colin started by testing the cheap one, and it broke after the first tin. There you go. Didn't manage to do anything. So take 2, we did it again. So this time we gave them 2 minutes to try and open as many tin cans as they could. Colin with the cheap one opened 4, and Natalie managed 5. So there wasn't much in it.
Okay, and then finally, very fittingly, the day after the marathon,
Yes.
we asked them to road test plasters.
Yes, plasters, because their feet were in, we don't even want to think about it. Gnarly, messed up feet after running for all those hours. So plasters, we got them to put 20 plasters on their feet and submerge their feet into spas for 5 minutes, little foot spas. And there you go, that's a nice job for somebody, putting the plasters on
Who
their
had
feet.
Who had what plasters?
Colin had the cheaper ones and Natalie had the more expensive, and the cheap ones, 3 of them fell off. The more expensive ones, only 1 fell off. So again, not much in it.
Not a bad comparison at all.
Natalie, we have
Yeah.
to ask on that kind of plasters theme. I mean, how did you cope with the high heels on? How many plasters did you put on your feet through the time?
I didn't actually put any on.
None?
None at all. I just decided to go for it because that's how I train, so I thought I'd stick to what I know.
And at what mile, Natalie, did it start to hurt?
I was flying up to about 7 miles. I was even passing people, much to the kind of shock. And then 7 miles, they really started to burn, and I had to seek medical attention because one of them popped, and the shoe was kind of slipping because it was wet, and so it wasn't pretty, but we got there in the end.
And Colin, how smelly is that dress?
You've no idea, it's horrible.
Is it?
That's why there's a big gap around me.
Huge congratulations.
Panto is definitely calling.
Definitely. No,
No,
doubt
really.
about it. And Lisa, thank you ever so much indeed. Stick around because we need your help.